Welcome back, guys, on a wonderful day here again working on the E46 and the dual caliper setup with the Hydro E-rig from DriftHQ. So today we're going to make a ton of progress because I have everything I need. I even went and got the rotors this morning. I got brake fluid, I got brake parts cleaner, and then I got anti-seize because the wheels keep getting stuck to the rotors or to the axle, so put a little anti-seize on that. We're gonna make a bunch of progress today, and hopefully this will be done.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I got 10 shears because I have to take off the shield here, but the only way to take it off without removing the axle and the bearing is to cut it here so I can get the new bracket applied. So I'm gonna cut this off here now and then see how the bracket fits. Like I said, what I did to make this a little easier to remove is I took my 10 mil, I attached it to an extension. I attached it to this, put an extension through the actual hole, line this up, boom. Now we can remove it. Simple as that. $10 mil through, bang, boom. Not gonna need that again. This rotates here. This piece is to be snipped. So let me snip this down this way. Okay, so the brake shield's off. That was like step one. Okay. Now, the orientation of the new Seems Legit garage brake caliper thing. So this is it, right? And they're actually labeled. One says like RH. It's right. So when you have it in here, there's these holes, okay? This is the other brake caliper for our initial one. And this hole, and this hole, and this hole, there's one more underneath this right here. Those are the three mounting spots. This held in the brake shield, and so did that. So this is it. This is for the right side. This side has the logo right here. And basically, this little cutout right here goes where that bracket, see that little piece of metal here? It's just gonna go shimmy right around it. So I don't know, here we go. It's basically just gonna go right over the top of it. And it's gonna be kind of snug. And that's basically how that's gonna go. And we're gonna use this bolt hole, and then this bottom one. And obviously we're gonna have our top ones for our caliper. Okay. Let me get this bolted down. So, what we need to install this brake caliper is an 18 millimeter for this little bolt here. We need a 10 millimeter for these bolts here. And then we need a 5/16 Allen key for all of the bigger bolts. Alright, the bracket is in. This right here is pretty cool, man. I just need to get the car running so I can use all this stuff. I'm going to clean the surface here with some brake part clean, maybe Scotch-Brite this. But I was having issues here on this lip with my rims. It's supposed to sit there, but it's not like it won't come off easily. So I'm going to put some anti-seize here, around here, so hopefully that won't be an issue moving forward. Let's get the new rotor on. I just went with the stock like Duralast AutoZone Special. If they break or they warp, whatever, I'm pretty sure there's like a warranty on it. Let's get the new rotor on, put some anti-seize, and then install everything else back in here to include the stock caliper and the new caliper. This pin looks much bigger than the other ones. Let's see if the right rotor. This lady said she grabbed the right one. here where the rim meets up to it. I'm definitely gonna put something on it. Eventually I'm gonna run studs out of this. They make a conversion kit that I'm gonna get. They're supposed to be like, let me get the caliper installed, and then we'll worry about the lines. To put on the brake pads, you just gotta lift up on this little bar, slide it out, like lift up on this bar, and then slide it out, and then slide your pads in at the same time. Obviously I want the Wilwood facing me. We'll put this in like this, and then bolt it up. Like, it's literally that simple. Let me make sure that I'm on right. Yeah. And I'll just run the line like straight out into there. I have the caliper up. Both calipers are on. Installed, just showed you. Boom. It's in there. Can't really see it here. Go to the other side, I'll show you. I have to run the lines, bleed the system, and I have to get a new one of these screws so I can get the wheels back on it. It could be like on. Then I'll play with it a little bit. Roll it. Listen, the idea is to be like Ken Block, okay? With this giant freaking handbrake. Yeah, I think it's cool. Yeah, it is cool. But my lines are already in the vehicle. This is the idea with the lines. I'm probably gonna have to add the extender just so I can run it along the floor and stuff. I'm running out that one, down and out and through. The lines are basically run. The only issue I was kind of trying to avoid is like this line here. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you can. This line right here, it comes straight off of the caliper. I would much rather have something that went this way and then that way. They do have like these little L pieces, or I can get a banjo fitting for this. A banjo fitting would be much better because it'd come off this way, and then we could run that way. So this is where we're kind of at. They had these little L pieces. I ended up putting them out here because they actually don't fit inside of the caliper. These pieces here, they don't fit. The threads don't thread into the caliper. So I'm using them here. This is kind of what I came up with. So it comes from the caliper up into the body, and then it comes back down that way. Now here, I'm gonna secure this here, because right now we're at full like droop, so that's as far as like it needs to go. It has the opportunity to go up, but not down. So what I'll do is I'll zip tie it here. I'll get a little something and I'll zip tie it here and zip tie it here. So these are kind of like in place. Then I also already ran this line back down. I'm actually gonna zip tie it right now. Not the whole, okay, this whole, I got the line, that's probably a little bit easier. Now I'm gonna zip tie it to it. That's kind of like where I want that to be. Kind of routed along the trans tunnel here. We'll run this like that, and then back up, and I'll zip tie this to this piece, and then we will be good to go. The moment of truth is here. The moment of truth. I have brake fluid. I'm gonna fill up the reservoir. I actually have this Pittsburgh brake bleeder vacuum pump kit, Harbor Freight Special, and it should, in theory, help me bleed the system. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up. Alright, so the Wilwood instructions specifically says to use 3 or 4 DOT, and it's like high temp. So I got this synthetic Lucas stuff. I'm sure like there's other options, but this is DOT 3. That's what it says to do. Make sure not to get this on everything. This is somewhat of a tedious process. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start with a new little piece that's not completely demolished. I'm gonna cut this hose. Now we have a fresh end. In addition to that, we put this here. I can put a zip tie. Look. So I use a zip tie. Got a fresh new piece on here. Let's see what kind of pressure we hold now. Holding steady at 10. Alright, this is what we want to see. Okay guys, so now we have installed the hydro. Now we have installed the Seems Legit Garage dual caliper kit on the E46. We've installed the DriftHQ hydro, and we have put all new rotors on the rear. Now we just have to bleed the system. I have to get a special part for the actual vacuum pump kit, and then we can bleed the system. I'm going to do that another day. We're going to end the video here. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and like the video, sub to the channel, hit the bell notifications, and we'll catch you in the next one.